I like the way the sides fold up. So they have these little cutouts in here. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Garrett metal detector. I'm going to go over this old barn wood. Alright, here's what the bottom of the planer looks like. I just popped in these little rubber feet they give you. They've got a couple gears, one on each side to raise and lower the blade carriage. They got some pretty good grease in there, it looks like, so we're just going to go with that. Okay, everything looks good. I didn't see any damage on it. I put the little feet on there and the handle. Took that foam out of the middle of the carriage. And everything's looking good. I'm going to do next is I'm going to check the blades just to make sure they're tight. The rollers on. Okay, so getting this cover off. It's kind of so with this cover, it looks like they wanted you to just loosen these screws, and they see they got it notched out a little bit, so you should be able to pull this off, but most of the cover notches aren't quite deep enough, so I think you might have to take those out. Maybe take a Dremel those holes out a little bigger, because I cannot. I just loosened it enough and it's not coming up. Okay, it beeped. There's metal on the table. I got a little close to the table, it started to beep. So I have to hold my boards up in the air a little bit. It's kind of cool wood. Amazing amount of wormholes in there. I gotta say, this thing is smooth. Super smooth. Carriage turns down real smoothly. So some of the teeth are sticking. See that one there? Sticking. It's really stiff. I don't want to move. Alright, I'm going to use a little bit of silicone to spray that shaft in there. See if I can get these. It looks like the tables are adjusted pretty good. They do have adjustment stops there. Should probably check that nut to make sure it hadn't loosened up in shipping. But it looks like it's pretty level. The beds are pretty level already. Those little tables. So I think I'm going to go with that. My wood is not totally flat. It's a little crowned and twisted. Being a board that's well over 100 years old. I think you're going to need a 20 amp circuit for this. It's got in here 110 volts and 2000 watts. So I did a little calculation. At 110 volts, it's ends up being 18 amps it's going to pull. Okay, so it has two speeds. The wood feed speed for position number 1 is 4.3 meters per minute, and position 2, 7 meters per minute. So this is pretty soft wood. I think we could try it on position 2. Okay, it's got on here max plating depth. Depending on the width of your wood, I'm not sure how you convert that millimeters to inches, but probably the max inch is 330 millimeters. Is probably 13 inches. So they want you to take off 1 millimeter at that width, 2 millimeters at this width, and you can take up to 3 millimeters at the smaller width, which is probably like this. This is probably just 4 inches. didn't have the cutters down deep enough. Look at the shavings. It's like kind of curled up. I don't have a vacuum cleaner on it, so it's just throwing the shavings out. But let's look at this wood here. Not sure what kind of wood that is. It smoothed it up pretty good. Just that one pass. Pretty good. I like it. Let's take a look down the board here. It's really wormy. Some really wormy stuff. There's where a nail was in there. Anybody know what kind of wood that is? Let me know. I'm thinking it's chestnut. This came out of an old barn. I know it came out of a carport. I took the carport down, and this was obviously used in a barn or something else before that, and then reused to make a carport out of. It was like a equipment shed more than a carport for storing your tractor and equipment, attachments for your tractor. There's a little bit of sap or something coming out of the hole. Sap in the hole. Pretty interesting. Old wood. Let's